Bayou la Batre was incorporated in 1955, and it's a small fishing village that's built of hard-working people, been passed on from generation to generation. Today we have several different cultures: Asian, Hispanic, white American, and black American. They're all hard-working people. This is definitely not a summer resort. This is a working community.
I come to Mobile because I looking for the work. I cannot find it up north. Then we finally see some Thai people to do the crab business. So then I see that's a good idea, and that's why I will go ahead and start it. Then I like it, the hard job, hard work, but I do like to do it because it's freedom.
My aunt, uncle live here, and also that I want to open my own business. It's just very scary at that time while the communists take over to Laos. I don't like the communist rule.
Mainly the seafood's a way of life here. It's kind of diverted off into the shipbuilding industry. That's kind of facing some hard times right now. But it seems like, these people here are special. They can take a licking and keep on ticking. They tough folks. They special.
Asian communities in the South Mobile County is very diversity. Asian people think it's just one country, but actually it's more about 11 different cultures here in the South Mobile County. We don't speak the same language. We speak totally different language. You got Laotian, Thai, Cambodian, Vietnamese, you got Korean, you got Japanese. Just like I said, we are really diversity.
All combined, those four, approximately, I would say, well over 1,000 families for the Southeast Asia community.
We needed the workforce by far. You can notice your workforce from generation to generation die off. When the Asian community moved into this area, it gave it a big boost. More oyster shuckers, more crab pickers. They made outstanding welders for these shipyards that worked very hard. They began to purchase shrimp boats, fishing vessels, and they worked real hard, and they managed their money. What Bayou la Batre experienced from Hurricane Katrina was pure hell. I know you hear all this about New Orleans and how true that really is, but we was also included in this devastation. But we're a smaller area, and that's why we wasn't heard of as much as the other Gulf Coast communities. But we experienced the most flooding that I've ever known in my life. The winds was bad, but it wasn't as bad as the water. As small as what this community is, we had 800 homes flooded. And the thing about it is, only 8% of them had flood insurance.
When Katrina came along, it devastated the fishermen. First of all, crabbing business, shrimping business, normal people who fish for a living. It destroyed traps, destroyed boats. Some of these seafood industry, such as crab shop, that's what we call it here, are being destroyed by Katrina as well.
The wind pretty hard last hurricane we got last year. The wind pretty rough coming. They just brought all our trap up, into the grass. We lost about 200 trap last year through that hurricane.
That storm was about 150 miles away when it made landfall. So what we saw here was more water damage. We had some wind and some gusting wind, but it wasn't like some of the previous storms. But this area, Bayou la Batre and Mobile County, the Bay in general, that's probably the most water damage we'd seen since Hurricane Camille in 1969 that hit over around Biloxi. Some of the recordings were 15, 18 feet of storm surge in Mobile County, so that caused a lot of problem for the citizens down here in Mobile County.
During Hurricane Katrina, I and my family were here. We did not go anywhere because we didn't think the storm would affect us.
During Hurricane Katrina, some people got left in the bayou, trapped in the house, because like I said, they think it wasn't going to hit us.
Trying to recover from Hurricane Katrina, for one, communication that we were trying to get across to the people of how to be prepared for the next hurricane. And for two, just to recover from the business loss as well as the job loss that were affected to all the fishermen. They rely on seafood industry.
And they need assistance, and they the one who really needed the help the most, because that is their life of saving, that is their business. There really wasn't really a connection between the emergency management and also a non-profit organization in the communities. Actually, there really wasn't no connection at all until after Katrina. Before then, it's just more like people come to the agency, such as, ourselves, and come to the temples or come to the each community leaders for assistance to help with translations and provides different kinds of services.
With our Asian population, we obviously had a language barrier issue where we would have to have interpreters to help us get our message out. Part of the population speaks the English language, and then there's another part that does not.
Some agencies don't know how to connect with the Asian community because of the language barrier. They don't know who to ask, who really need help.
FEMA asked us, in partnership with the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill, to help distressed communities better prepare for disasters. We're a nonprofit organization based in Chapel Hill. We focus on three main areas: education, workforce, and building assets. One of the most important things MDC does is partner with local organizations on the ground. Because we are a regional organization, we work within the southeast of the United States primarily. We need to work with a local organization, a local community-based organization that's trusted in order to really gain an entree into local communities.
MDC came to us, and this was an opportunity to collaborate at a little different level, because it brought in some, I believe, pass-through monies through MDC to us to meet the needs specifically of this Asian community. The partnership with MDC came about through a telephone call that I received, and the question was, how can additional work be done, or what should be focused on? And my immediate response was the Asian population in South Mobile County.
I was asked by the president of the Community Foundation, Tom Davis, to take on the task of working with MDC to do a study on how we can better prepare the Asian population for the next storm, and what we could do even now to help them to recover.
It was a third meeting we held with the Thai community and the Laotian community come together to brainstorm about what is the need in the community during hurricane season and after, what is wasn't provided out there.
The purpose of this project is really to help the Asian population in South Mobile County, around Bayou la Batre and the unincorporated area surrounding that, to preserve its assets from being further damaged from the next disaster.
MDC came to this particular site. We start talking about, let's focus on one particular important things for the whole communities. And that's where we have brainstorm and have the idea of what we need best for the community, and we end up of building a distribution center.
The warehouse piece of the MDC project was developed, one, because they had already started it, and it was affordable. There was very little that we needed to put into that as far as a financial contribution to get that job completed. So it was a no-brainer from our perspective to be able to help them to complete this project.
One of the things that MDC, the grant, allowed us to do was create an endowment fund for the Cambodian American community. It will be a small fund, but it will grow. In the times of disaster, grants can be made from this fund to disaster-related causes.
We still working on together on especially the new calendar that try to make people that be aware of what they need in case the hurricane's coming.
We build strong partnerships. We feel it's important to build trust in communities. We provide technical assistance to organizations. We support projects with funding, sometimes from our foundation partners.
It's no doubt that we've all learned a real hard lesson from Katrina. And it's like now, I think if I issue a mandatory evacuation, people's gonna get the hell out of here. But a lot of the older Asian people uses their children, their school kids, they can speak very good English. I think we have by far better communication today than ever before.
But as right now, what they're doing to themselves is trying to prepare them for the next disaster. And now they know what to do and who to contact.
I think we got a better understanding today what everybody needs to do if a disaster was to come in. And I think that we're all on the same page. I think we got a good relationship, working relationship amongst all the organizations and all the government entities.